live? Are we live? Welcome. We're live. Welcome everybody to the wonderful, wonderful virtual club. All right. I'm here. We're here. Everybody's here. We're having a great time. I'm your host, Paul Byrd, right? Remember me? Fancy face. Oh, wait. I was supposed to be in character, wasn't I? Oh, that's a shame. Welcome, everyone, to the Young Life College YouTube live stream virtual club. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Glad y'all are all on time here. We got a couple things going on. Go ahead and check out that description for some pre-announcements and what's happening. And we're going to get this thing rolling. I currently have my laptop up watching the stream, making sure that there isn't too much of a time difference because Dylan Turner, stop talking about my tie. I'm making sure there isn't too big of a difference because the first thing we're doing is a Kahoot game. What? Yeah, we're going to do a Kahoot game. Virtually? Live? On YouTube? Is this legal? I don't know, but we're doing it. Come on with it. All right, everybody. So make sure if you're not on YouTube with your laptop, pulled up on your laptop so you can see the questions, and pull up Kahoot on your phone or vice versa, whichever way you want to do it, so that you can answer, and we're going to get into it. All right, I'm going to start everybody off. Y'all can start joining the lobby here. Let me get myself a little bit bigger. Start joining the lobby. Put in your names. Put in appropriate names because this is my job. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So go ahead, everybody. Start. Maddie's in. Everybody, come on. Get your stuff going. Caleb's talking to Sophie via YouTube live stream chat. That's kind of weird, but okay. Okay, Paul, speak up. Am I not loud enough for everybody? Am I not loud? Here, how about that? Is that better? Or is that too much? You can hear me. Wait. Anna. Nice. All right. So got everything going, got everything rolling. Look at this professional microphone. If you don't know, Dylan Turner and I have a podcast called Two Monkeys in a Pond Podcast. We don't use these mics at all, actually. We use little lapel mics, and it's a funny time. Who put my name into the Kahoot? That's all right. Who? Okay. Well, I guess I'm playing. I know the answers. But we're having a good time. We got Leela. We got Caleb. We got Brendan, a.k.a. Crazy G Court. He's also on YouTube. Go ahead and click on his profile. Give him a subscribe. Put the notification bell on because he is just putting in the work on YouTube. I'm telling you guys. I'll put my face up here because I can. And we got Josh. Did I already say Josh? I don't know. We got Donald J. Trump on here. Thank you, Mr. President. We got Maddie, Ben, big old Brady. Come on with it, y'all. Ivy, I see you. All right, who put my name? I just want to know who put my name. No plugs, Brady says. Well, that's all right. Dylan, are you me? Dylan. Frick, man. Everybody get on Kahoot right now. We're doing this. Let's, Oh, we got some lobby music. Oh, that is. Dylan, are you even on the Kahoot right now? I don't even see you, man. Music hypers. Yeah, buddy. Look at this. Oh, Dirty Dan, Cool Tan, and Tyler G made it on. All right, y'all, keep flooding in. Keep flooding in. I'm going to go ahead and just post something on the Instagram real quick. Y'all are seeing this live, and they're going to see it here in a bit. Look at this. We're going to wait till we have a couple people up there. Hey, everyone. It's Paul. I'm here actually live on YouTube right now, so go check us out. Join the YouTube. We're playing Kahoot first round. Get on there, boy. So y'all see how I do this. That's kind of how I do things. First take. Actually, the Instagram story I posted earlier today took me about 6 takes. It was actually a lot. Paul, okay. Whoever's holding is I have a feeling that's big old Brady, isn't it? All right. Brady is the best podcaster. Quiet people are so good for radio. Yeah, I heard that's true. I don't know where, but I heard it's true. Dylan Dynamite, you're on. We got 14 players right now. Claire, are you holding? Wow, man. Is Brady even on here? Oh, the best podcaster is you, Claire. Oh, thanks, Sophie. It's kind of backhanded, but appreciate you. If you all aren't checking out the chat, she said Paul is good face for radio. Everybody's looking at the chat. Garrett's here. Brady's in there. Where is he? There he is. Still right there. All right. Well, we're getting everybody in here. We got Aquatic Wildcat. Who's that? Is somebody put in an inappropriate name and get... Is somebody... I swear, somebody put in an inappropriate name and they got stuck with Aquatic Wildcat. That's insane. What does this mean if I click on your name? I'm not going to. That's all right. Y'all join Kahoot now. Everybody join. We got 15 players up. We're going to get this started here in just a couple minutes. Get some more people. We got 23 of y'all watching, but only 15 people playing. All right. Well, I'm also one of them that are watching. So I guess 20, 21. Paul's outfit is swag. Appreciate it, Liz. Appreciate it. Found it in the closet. I used to wear this to all the bull rodeos in Texas, actually. Had a good time with it. All right, everybody. We're getting Kahoot going. I'm gonna change the music. Look at this. Indie pop. This is up. Yeah. That's good stuff. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Lag isn't too bad. All right. Got Caleb in. All right. Lost a player. Interesting. All right. But we're going to get this thing started, everybody. So I'm sure you can still join the game if you're late. But you got 20 seconds to answer. There is a lag. So you really got like 15 seconds to answer. So we're going to get it going, everybody. You ready to start this thing? Click here once you're ready to start the demo game. Oh, I'm doing a demo game. I didn't want to do a demo game. Let's do it. What? All right, April Fool's Club, are you ready? 29 questions. This is a quiz. A chameleon's tongue is 1.5 times longer than its body. True or false? Chameleon's tongue. Chameleons known for their color changing. True or false? True or false? Chameleons also known for their tongue. Yes, that is right. Ooh. Nice! 15 of you guys got it. We're going on to the next question. I hate that you answered right, whoever that is. But Ivy's in second. Gonna highlight that. Duck's quack has no echo. This is another true or false. A duck's quack. Ducks are known for their feathers and their feet, also their beaks. They are a type of bird that, 13 of you guys got it right. 6 of you falling behind. Ducks actually do have an echo when they quack. And Holden is still up top, winning it. Look at you, Dylan, coming in with second. Brendan, you're in third. Maddie, and then Cool Tan. All right, everybody, next question. The traditional Peruvian dish, cuy, is made with what animal? Traditional Peruvian dish. Is it bat, cuy, guinea pig, or chimichangas? Chimichangas, also known as deep fried burritos. That's what they are. So get your answers in. Multiple choice. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 12 of you know your food cuisines. That is right. Cuy is guinea pig from Peru. Very, very tasty. I've had it once. I really enjoyed it. How are we standing? Wow, you're doing great, Holden. You're doing great. Maddie's in third. Coulton moved up to fourth. Dirty Dan is in fifth. All right, next question. Elephants can jump. True or false? It's interesting. Elephants. Elephants are known for being big, being an elephant, having a trunk. That's what they're known for. That's what they're known for. If you're just tuning in, we got the game pin right in the bottom left. Go ahead and hop in. Oh, it was split. 9-9, true and false. Well, the answer was true. They cannot jump. They are too big. Let's see how that puts us. Maddie's in first. Dirty Dan coming in hot second. Cool Tan third. Holden moved down to fourth, trying to get him off the board. And Dynamite Dylan in fifth. Next question. What is this Pixar character's full name? You might know him from Ratatouille. Is it A, Remy Ratatouille, B, Remy Ratatouille, C, Remy Linguini, or D, Remy Rocket? I said A, Remy Ratatouille, didn't I? A is Remy. B is Remy Ratatouille. Did I throw you guys off on purpose? I don't know. Maybe. I didn't. And the answer is just Remy. I looked this up on Disney Wikipedia, whatever it is, and actually they don't have a last name for him. I was really disappointed, but it is just Remy. How does that put our standings? Maddie continuing in first. Dirty Dan, Cool Tan. Josh moving up to fourth, and Holden is in fifth. All right, next question. Woolly mammoths still existed when the pyramids were built in Egypt. True or false? Woolly mammoths, known for being older cousin of the elephant. Also known for not knowing how to shave. That is also on the woolly mammoth. All right. Ooh, it was pretty even split, but less people picked true, and that was right. Woolly mammoths still existed while the pyramids were being built. How does that put us? Dirty Dan's in first. Josh is in second. Maddie's in third. Cool Tan's in fourth. And Holden is sticking in with fifth. All right, what's next? What is the largest living organism on Earth? This is a pick. Is it A, blue whale, B, sequoia tree, C, aspen grove, or D, the solar system? Living organisms are things that are living in an organism. Earth is what we live on. Little Dicky, also known as, or Dave Bird, also known as Little Dicky. Looks like Aspen Grove was the answer. Only 4 of you guys got that. Wow, okay. I'm going to finish my monologue later. What does that make our standings at? Josh pulling into first. Dirty Dan holding on second. Holden coming back into third. Caleb in fourth. Maddie in fifth. All right. Well, let's see what we got next. What is the proper name for this symbol? Uh-oh. What is that? Is it a hashtag? A pound? Tic-tac-toe? Or octothorpe? Octothorpe. You know, fun fact about this this Kahoot game, Cole and I actually split up these questions, and it was actually the octothorpe. Nobody got it. Wow. Look at that. But Cole and I split this up. Standings are the same. And that was one of the questions I put in there. So what do we have next? The Great Wall of China can be seen from the moon. True or false? Interesting. Great Wall of China. I have a lanyard or a trinket on my lanyard that says I've climbed the Great Wall of China. I have not. And it says I don't know the exact number of people that I am, but it has the number 666 on it. False is the right answer. Only 8 of you guys got it. 10 of you guys guessed true. That is true. It can be seen from the space station, not from moon. That's where you got confused. How does that make a stand? Josh still in first. Caleb pulling into second. Dirty Dan third. Holden in fourth. And Dylan Dynamite in fifth. All right, what do we have next? What do the M's in M&M stand for? Is it Mo Money, Michael Moore, Milk Chocolate and Mile High Productions, Mars and Murray? Milk Chocolate, Mile High Productions. That preludes that they made theirs in Denver, with the Mile High City. Get your answers in, everybody. All right. Mars and Murray is the correct answer. How does that make our standings look? Josh holding on. Caleb still there. Dirty Dan, Dylan Dynamite, and Maddie in fifth. Holden is no longer on the scoreboard. All right, what do we have next? Athlete Troy Polamalu holds the world record for his hair insurance sum. True or false? True or false? Troy Polamalu. Polamalu. He is the Head and Shoulders guy. Football. That's him. That's a picture of him. He has long hair. That's what he's known for. All right. Ooh, 9 of you guessed true. Correct. 4 of you guys false. Well, go look somewhere else. How does that put our standings? Caleb's on fire in first. Dirty Dan, Josh, Dylan Dynamite, and Maddie. I can't speak sometimes, y'all. Sometimes that just happens. In what U.S. city can you drive south to reach Canada? Is it Chicago, Detroit, Seattle, or Buffalo? But Paul, is it Canada to the north of us? That's a great question. Is it? It is, actually. But there is one city that it is safe. Ooh, Detroit was the right answer. Only 3 of you guys got it. All right. Let's see how that makes our standings. Dirty Dan moving into first on an answer streak of 3. Nice. Then it's Caleb, Josh, Dylan Dynamite, Maddie. What do we have next? Longest known bout of hiccups lasted 68 years. True or false? Longest bout of hiccups. Oh, hate the hiccups. Hiccups are known for being hiccups and lasting too long. But is 68 years too long? The answer is true. It did last 68 years. Can you imagine that? All right, everybody, you need to be getting your answers in faster. While we look at the scoreboards, Dirty Dan still in first, still on that streak. Nice. Caleb, Dylan Dynamite, Donald J. Trump making it to the scoreboard, and Josh. Next question. What is the speed of a mouse measured in? Mouse as in this. Is it Mickeys, Clickies, Lighties, or Scrollies? I also made this question because I like the way it sounds. Mice are known for working on computers. And the answer is Mickeys. I got some of y'all with Clickies, Lighties, and Scrollies. Wow, look at that. The answer is Mickeys. Where does that put us? Dirty Dan, still in first. Dylan Dynamite, Caleb, Leela, and Donald J. Trump. All right, Dirty Dan on an answer streak of 5. Next question. On average, people only use 10% of their brain. True or false? Ooh, true or false? Do you believe in this or do you not? I did not make this question, so if you have any problems with it, reach out to Cole because he did that. Liz, yours is lagging too much. I am so sorry. The answer is true. All right. Scoreboard. Leela and Caleb swaps positions, but the scoreboard stays. Brady said, now this one was a good one. All right, just reading the chat. What do we have next? What can baby otters not do? A, be ugly. B, swim. Sneeze or pee? You know what? I made this question, and I think I made it confusing. They cannot swim. So sorry for those who think baby otters are pretty. Sometimes they are ugly. Just have to say it. Swimming was the right answer. How does that put us? Donald J. Trump moving into third. Scoreboard stays as is. Up 3 places, Andy is the highest climber. Come on with it, Andy. Next question. It is illegal to whistle underwater in Vermont. True or false? I do not club baby otters. Sorry, I'm on a lag with the chat there. I don't. I don't. I swear I don't. It's okay. Well, true or false? It is illegal to whistle underwater in Vermont. It's also very hard to do. If you haven't tried it, don't, because it's hard. Might as well not, you know? I've already told you it's not possible. Or it's hard. Might be possible. I couldn't do it. Scoreboards stay the same. Donald J. Trump is making a comeback with 3 in a row, but he stayed in the same spot. All right. What do we have next? What did Paul eat while making this question? I made this question. Was it A, carne asada tacos, or carne asada, or was it B, tuna fish sandwich, C, cereal, or D, pizza rolls? Carne asada, tuna salad, cereal, or pizza rolls? It was carne asada. It was carne asada French fries from Albert Tacos. Got it DoorDash to me, and it hurt my stomach, but it was really good, and I wouldn't regret it. All right, how does that put us? Same standings. All right, not a whole lot changed there. Next question. It is illegal to play the bagpipes in Utah. True or false? True or false? Andy says Claudius Rip on the tuna salad sandwiches. All right. Illegal to play the bagpipes in Utah. That is false. You can play the bagpipes in Utah as much as you want. All right. How does that put us? Maddie moved on to the leaderboard. All right. 3 in a row. Paul is back in the game. Well, I was never in the game, but here we are. Next question. How long does the average American male spend per week grooming himself in front of a mirror? Is it A, 2 minutes a day, 8.5 minutes a day, 36.8 minutes a day, or 1 hour a day? I know it says in a week, but I just put it down to a day to help with the calculations. I made this question. The answer is actually 4.3 hours. Average male takes 36.8 minutes a day grooming himself in the mirror. That is shaving and making yourself look good. All right, 3 people got it. How does that put our standings? Dylan Dynamite in first. Dirty Dan lost his position. Leela moving into third. What do we have next? It is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes still on in North Dakota. True or false? This talking's really wearing out my throat. I don't usually talk this much in a podcast. Again, check out Two Monkeys and a Pond podcast. Ooh, true is the answer. How does that put us? Dynamite Dylan still in first. Leela into second. Dirty Dan third. Maddie into fourth. Donald J. Trump in fifth. Next question. What is the most recycled item in America? Is it pizza boxes, newspapers, straws, or aluminum cans? It's really hurting my throat. Woo. All right. Everybody get your answers in. The answer is aluminum cans. Y'all all got that. That was an easy one. I also made that. Newspapers, one person gets that. Tricked you on there. Caleb, moving up to fifth. Leaderboards stay the same. Next question. If you have the freedom of the City of London, you can herd sheep across London Bridge. True or false? London Bridge, known for falling down. That's about it. I guess they have good pubs in London. Andy has a brother that lives in England or UK. It's pretty close. Answer's true. How does that put us? Donald J. Trump into 4th. Caleb stays in 5th. Maddie moved out of the leaderboards. Paul's making a comeback with 3 in a row. Next question. True or false? Humans shed on average 40 pounds of skin over their lifetime. Whoa, that's a weird picture. All right. Cole made that picture. And this is how we're doing it. 40 pounds of skin over their lifetime. This is really gross, actually. True or false, though? Get your answers in. True is the answer. Super gross. How does that put us? Leela moving in 1st. Cool Tan making a comeback with 3 in a row. Next question. Which MLB team won the 1940 World Series? Is it Yankees, Dodgers, none, or none of the above? Yankees, Dodgers, none, or none of the above. What could it be? Anybody know baseball? I got this question from my roommate, Skylar. The answer was none. There was actually no World Series that year for a protest. Fun fact. How does that put us? Nothing changed. All right. 3 people's lost their answer streak of 3. That was insane. All right. Next question. True or false? By definition, a snake's body is a limb. By definition, a snake's body is a limb. Pardon my voice, y'all. I am coming off of the illness. Not the Rona, just a cold. Just a cold. Answer was false. It is actually its body. Colm also made that question. Josh moving into 3rd, 4th. Leela keeping it in 1st. Nice. Next question. The USA is an older country than Germany is. Is that true or false? USA older than Germany. I feel like it's false. If I could answer, it'd be false. But let's see what it is. Cole made this one. I didn't. The answer is true. Because Germany, after World War II, split up, and after it rejoined, it became a new country called Germany. Well, Deutschland. But next question. Oh, no. Scoreboard. Josh in 2nd. Caleb in 5th. A lot of people left the scoreboard there. All right, Leela, watch out. Josh is coming for you. Next question. True or false? All fossils found in Canada belong to the Queen of England. That pesky queen. Actually, she's really cool. Can't believe she's still alive. Gotta protect her. I didn't say anything during that, but it is false. Fossils found in Canada belong to Canada. It is no longer a territory or whatever. I don't know. It's a country. How does that make us look? Scoreboard doesn't change. Sushi has the highest answer streak at 3. Next question. Originally called Roundup Camp for Boys before being sold via newspaper ad, this Young Life's oldest running camp. Is it Star Ranch, Frontier Ranch, Malibu, or Crooked Creek? I'm going to burp. You ready for this? I just built up while I was talking. Insane. Get your answers in. The answer is Frontier Ranch. Good job, everybody. That is the last question. Podium. 3rd place. Dynamite Dylan. Nice. 2nd, Josh. And in 1st, Leela! Good job, guys. If you want to go ahead and message Andy, go ahead and message Andy, see what you get. He is running the message board. What do we have going on next, you might ask? Well, it is announcements time as I close out a Kahoot. Leave. Announcements. Announcements. Da 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 da. 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 All right. As we're getting into announcements, check these out. Oh, I made the look different. Virtual Club. You see, that's Tuesday, the 14th. That is in 2 weeks. So we're doing Virtual Club 2 weeks from now on YouTube Live, like it is now, 7:47 to 8:47, right here. Invite your friends to click on. It's going to be tight. It's going to be more fun. It's going to be more lit. It's just going to be a great time. If you want to get connected more, go, if you're a girl, message Sophie on GroupMe. Make sure you message her on GroupMe so she can add you to the group, because girls meet Wednesdays, Zoom calls, 6 p.m. If you're a guy, same thing for Andy, except it's Thursdays, 8 p.m. So go ahead and check those out. That's what we're going to be doing for the little bit that we don't have club or things are weird. So if you need a reconnection point, this is the stuff that you want to get going on. All right. Summer sets, summer sunrises. Paul, what are these? Well, these are things that we're going to look forward to, because we can't, we're in a time where it's hard to think about the things that are going on like tomorrow, but we could think about the things that are going on in like a month and a half. So we got summer sunsets, summer sunrises. If y'all are staying in town in Colorado Springs, if you're staying in town now and into the summer, we got these summer sunsets, which are for you. They're just group gatherings that we're going to be working on here. Just a couple of the ideas we're going to be doing, like camping, hikes, road trips, whitewater rafting, gatherings, barbecues, game nights, movie nights, pickup games at parks, picnics, tournaments, podcasts. Two Monkeys in a Pond podcast. Summer sunrises are things that you can do by yourself. That if you're abroad right now / at your home, not in the Springs, then we're going to start working on some things for y'all and for those that are in the Springs that would rather be doing things, or not rather be, but would like to be doing things on top of summer sunsets that help you in your faith, in your personal life, devotionals, encouragements, and videos. I'm working on more. We're thinking about different things. Can y'all stop texting me while I'm live streaming? Like, this is really distracting, guys. We'll get those out. Since we have a YouTube channel, we got our old spring break videos on it. We're going to be posting some more videos this summer that you can watch, click on. If you guys haven't watched some Good News, which is John Krasinski's like new YouTube channel, you need to watch that. I watched it today and I cried, like in my room by myself, because it was so good to hear some good news finally. And so be on the lookout for that. We'll have Devo sending out. Andy and I are working on more things. That doesn't mean everybody text me, guys. Okay. What do we have next? We got a special treat next for us, y'all. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Andy Morrison, coming in with a club talk. What? From Zoom. Look at this. There he is. There he is. Andy, go ahead and say hi for us. He's also on lag. Andy, go ahead and say hi for us. You're muted, Andy. There you go.
Hey, guys.
Everybody hear Andy? You're muted, Andy.
Not anymore.
There you go.
Hey, guys. Oh, whoa, I can see myself.
Oh, man. Okay, who's on the echo right now?
Oh, whoa, I can see myself.
Oh, man. Okay, who's on the echo right now? Oh, man. Okay, who's on the echo right now? Can you get off the YouTube?
I will.
Okay. All right, everybody. Here's a good word from Andy. Go ahead, Andy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That works. Oh, that's awesome. So people can see me. That's crazy. This is super fun. Hey guys, um, we're gonna get into another game here in a minute, and it's gonna be a little bit more in like interactive in like person through this, which is awesome. We'll send you the link for that in just a second. But I just wanted to kind of share a word of encouragement with you before we switch gears. Um, been thinking a lot about just kind of where we're at right now with social distancing and forced like isolation from each other and stuff like that. And I've had a really cool opportunity to connect with like a number of students about just how they're doing, and also our leadership team, just how we're doing, and everybody kind of feels the lack of proximity with people. Like, in my guys group the other night, a couple of guys were like, yeah, this is the main thing that I need right now, is to schedule time where we can get together face to face, even if it's through like our computer screens, and get connected, because everybody is feeling this sort of sense of loneliness and disconnect. um, a couple of conversations that I've had recently to highlight that are this. Micah, one of our folks that was a leader last year, who now kind of serves in leader care, is a super introverted person, and she was sharing just the other day that working from home would likely have been like her dream come true. But after 3 days of being cooped up at her kitchen table, she realized that she wasn't as big of an introvert as she thought that she was originally. Um, Another kind of thing that I relate to is like when I joined Young Life staff, I transitioned from working as a director in an office to um, being like the only Young Life staff person for Young Life College here in town, and realized like very quickly, like day one, that this could be a really really lonely transition, because while like I could be in my office and people could walk by the door and I could see them, I could close the door of my office and shut myself off to the world and work on projects all day, and then and I wouldn't be bothered by anybody. I wouldn't be disturbed by anybody. But I knew that I could just walk down the hall to the break room to grab a coffee, or if I wanted to go hang out with somebody, I could grab somebody for lunch, or I could walk down the hall and go into somebody's cube and like ask somebody a question. And just in knowing that I had that ability made me feel like I wasn't alone. And so I know that being cooped up in your house by yourself, even like not having the interaction of being able to walk down the hall of your dorm room or walk across campus, even if the only people that you see have their headphones in and they're looking at their phones and they're just walking by and you're not talking to anybody. I know that proximity is a huge deal. And that we all sense the loss of that in varying degrees. Like some people are really struggling with it, and some people are like, yeah, this really sucks because I'm not able to connect with people. So I wanted to acknowledge that and share just like a quick thing about why that's the case. Like, life, the way that it was supposed to be, wasn't supposed to be lived alone. In Genesis, it talks about how life was supposed to be, or we were living in like paradise. And before the world went bad, before kind of like evil and shame and stuff like that entered the world, God pronounced that it wasn't good for us to be alone, and created more humans that we could interact with. And so it is not good for us to be alone. And we do suffer by being out of touch with each other. And no, nothing can supplement that. Nothing can replace that. Not FaceTiming, not Zoom calls, not none of that can replace that. And I know that we each feel that to a differing degrees. We've got like friends that are unable to go home or unable to interact with people because of the risk of infection to relatives or high risk things or things like that. We've got people that have just been laid off from work, and so now they're at home and they're struggling figuring out what they're doing with their time and stuff like that. So I wanted to acknowledge that that's a reality that we live in, that we want to try and provide some relief from, as a Young Life College community. I'm going to read to you a real quick story from the Bible. It's like 4 verses long, which talks about a guy that was also that was also like afflicted by separation because of a disease. Like we're in this situation where we have been forced into isolation because of a disease. And so I'm going to just see if I can share my screen super quick. Can I do that? Is that going to work? Share. Oh, okay. And move this guy here. Do you guys see that? Cool. If you don't see it, I'll read it out to you. So in Matthew chapter 8, oh, okay. In Matthew chapter 8, there's this really short passage of scripture where Jesus encounters a man with leprosy who is forced into isolation because of this disease that he carries, and he's not able to interact with human being like his community and his family and stuff like that. Matthew 8, 1-4 says this: When Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before him and said, Lord, if you're willing, you can make me clean. Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. I'm willing, he said, be clean. Immediately he was cleansed of his leprosy. Then Jesus said to him, see that you don't tell anybody, but go, show yourself to the priests and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them. Let me see if I can quickly go back to unsharing. Stop share. There we go. So just to kind of draw that picture out for you, I've got this book, and some of you have heard me read from it before. It's called Talking to Jesus, and chapter 1 is like a narrative about that particular passage of scripture from Matthew chapter 8. So I just wanted to read it to you and just give you a picture of what this guy was kind of experiencing. It says this: the putrid odor of flesh burned inside Simon's nostrils. He wanted desperately to run and escape the smell, but from his own body came an odor that he could not wash away. The stench, the horror of leprosy, was the shame he lived with from day to day. He nearly cried out when the painful newly opened sores on his forearms came in contact with the boulder he crouched behind. But that excruciating pain was nothing compared to the pain of being separated from the family he loved so deeply. Even his wife and son turned and ran when they caught a glimpse of him lurking in the shadows. The disease even kept him from entering the temple to worship God. How could he be forgiven of his sins if he wasn't even allowed near the temple? He didn't dare cry out in pain. He had to keep silent. He must. The people walking by their sandaled feet, thudding on the trodden road just beyond him, would be enraged if they knew he lingered so close. Shouts, insults, and even rocks would rain down on him until he fled. He had experienced their twisted faces, colored with rage, far too often. He wiped the sweat pouring down his brow with his filthy linen-wrapped hand. He could do nothing about the cascade of sweat down his back except to cover himself with the only clothing he had left, some tattered, dirty rags that hung on his increasingly skeletal frame. And still, while the sun scorched his skin, even burning his scalp through the cloth covering his head and face, he waited. He tried to fight off the terrifying reality of his future. Already his fingers and toes could not sense hot or cold because of the nerve damage. Much of his skin had turned white and flaky, like the dust blowing in the wind. Then one day, how long that might be, it was possible this evil disease would consume his facial features and his limbs. The transformation into a monster was going to be complete, a monster that wouldn't find an escape even through death. The ruckus of cheers and the stomping of feet of a crowd moving together in an excited march drew near to his hiding place. Voices shouted the name Jesus, and the activity and energy of the people in the crowd reminded him of the days before his disease ravaged his body, and he freely joined in the celebrations of marriage or the birth of a baby. He had lingered with friends, drinking water from the fountain that he was no longer allowed to go near. He swallowed hard as he pushed back the memories. He was an outcast, forbidden to come in contact with others. When was the last time someone touched me, he wondered. He longed for the tender touch of his wife stroking his cheek. His arms ached as he wished he could once again pick up his son and hold him to his chest. Yet he would never risk giving his sweet family this disease and sentencing them to a life of isolation. Still, the distant memories of his life before leprosy made his heart ache. A single tear slipped down his face. Stop it, he commanded himself. This is not the time to feel sorry for myself. He forced his memories out of his mind and tried to replace them with courage. His heartbeat quickened. He took a deep breath and let it out with a long, deep sigh. Jesus was coming closer, and Simon had to take his chances because Jesus was his only hope. Simon had heard stories about how Jesus had healed many others from all sorts of illnesses. Just like last week in the leper colony, one of the men told how he had heard Jesus healed a man born blind. The leper had been searching for scraps of food in the garbage pile when he overheard two women talking about how Jesus touched the man's eyes, and afterward the man could see. The women hurried past as he hid behind the pile of rubble. Now Simon peeked over the boulder as four men carrying a young girl on a stretcher passed by. The child began to moan in pain, and behind them a woman supported a limping old man and tried to help him keep up with the crowd. When he stumbled, she helped him to his feet. From his hiding place, Simon watched all of these ill or broken people trying to reach Jesus so he might heal them. He had often wondered if he had done something so bad that God was punishing him. He couldn't think of anything, yet he wondered if Jesus would pay any attention to him. Is he willing to make me clean? He had to know. He'd rather die than continue to live in isolation, untouched forever and slowly dying. Simon stepped out from behind the rock and into the rowdy crowd. The people gasped and ripped away. A young mother swept her child up into her arms. Simon looked around at the angry, frightened faces, ashamed that he had caused such disruption. The people scattered, except one man who hadn't moved. He stood, his expression full of compassion, beckoning Simon forward. As he looked into the man's eyes, his knees buckled. Jesus. He knelt before him, and with a timid voice, he said, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I will. Be clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. A tingling sensation ran through Simon's body from his toes, up his spine, down his arms, and down the back of his neck. He looked at his arms. The sores were gone. His skin was now like that of a newborn babe, soft, supple, and without damage. He unwrapped his hands from the filthy rags, throwing them on the ground. He held up his hand, looking in amazement at his fingertips that had been restored. How can this be? The silent crowd stared at him. He looked at his feet. He wiggled his toes. He could feel the sandals beneath his feet. He pulled off his head covering and threw it aside. He looked up at the sky, closed his eyes, and felt the sun on his face. And this time, he didn't stop the tears. So I read that, guys. I was just thinking about a couple things that are applicable to us now. One is that we are in a situation where we are forced to be separate from one another. Because of a disease that's going all around the world, we are choosing to isolate so that the spread is contained, and so that hospitals don't get overrun, and so that medical supplies can be available to the people that get sick and all that stuff. Like, we're making this sacrifice, and we've been forced into isolation because of that. But I was also reminded of a student who shared a prayer request last year where even like it was a prayer request where they had said that they always feel alone and lonely no matter what the circumstance that they're in, that they can be in a crowd of people and still feel isolated and alone. And so I want to say two things. One, we're in a forced separation because of a disease much like this man, but we also carry around with us brokenness and shame that separates us from really getting to know one another and being real with one another. And we question things just like this guy. Would Jesus ever be willing to make me clean? Would this person be willing to accept me if they knew everything that had gone on in my past? I'm like too damaged goods. Like, how could anybody love this after the things that I've done? And what I want to encourage you with in terms of this passage is not only is Jesus willing, but he is able to bring restoration into your life. Not just if you have like superficial like skin conditions, but he's actually able to like restore you in your heart and in your life as well. Because Jesus, when he reaches out and touches this man, it's not an act of like just an act of love or just an act of care for this individual that hadn't been touched in years. It was an act that he wanted to restore this person not only in their skin, because Jesus could have said a word and healed the leprosy, but he also wanted to restore him in relationship with community and in touching the person that is afflicted. um, he restores him into a place of belonging in the community. And then we also know that Jesus restores us in relationship not only with others by letting us be real, and because he loves us unconditionally, we're able to be real and love others unconditionally and stuff like that too. But he restores us in our relationship with God, in that he takes on the sin and the shame that we carry around, and he actually like nails that to the cross in his body and becomes sin so that we can have a right relationship with God. And so I wanted to encourage you with that. Like, maybe you do feel the sense of like social distancing and isolation. Maybe you do feel a sense of shame, um, that you cannot really be fully loved because of the leprosy that is in your heart and in your being. But I guess more importantly than us wanting to be a community that doesn't, maybe we distance ourselves physically, but we don't distance ourselves socially from one another. That Jesus wants to bring restoration into your life in a way that not only heals you and brings you into community, but restores you in right relationship with God. So let me pray for us real quick, and then we will switch gears. And I think Paul has got something else for us. I don't know what's going to happen next. I think it's going to be awesome regardless. But let me pray for us. Father God, thank you for the gift of your son, Jesus. Thank you that despite our circumstances, in relationship with him, we know that we can be fully known and we can be fully loved despite the baggage and the shame that we carry around with us that often alienates us from one another. I do pray, Lord, for each of us on this call, for the folks that couldn't be here, and for our families, that you would put a hedge of protection around us. You say in Psalm 91 that if we put our trust in you, that you would surround us with angels and that we would not be harmed because of their protection. And so I do ask for your protection on us. I ask your protection on our family members, especially the ones that might be higher risk. And I do ask for your provision and relief from a situation that is causing so much isolation and loneliness and stress and hardship, with the loss of jobs and economic crises and stuff like that. Lord, we trust you that you are in control of all of this. We trust that you love us. And we just ask for your provision and protection in it. I thank you for these folks. I thank you for the work of Jesus in our lives to bring us into right relationship with one another and with you. And may we put our trust in you, that we might be restored, not just physically, not just emotionally, but spiritually as well, like that you would restore our whole lives. And we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thanks, Andy. So how we're going to do this, as you can see, everybody is now on the live stream. And this is going to be super cool, super fun. We have a special, is it special? I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's definitely special. This special scavenger hunt that we're doing. So if you guys aren't on the Zoom already, I have no clue how the rest of you guys got on. It's beyond me. But go ahead and get on the Zoom. If you need the ID, I'm about to put it in the chat, so give me a second. It is 441 781 4.
Can we get off YouTube now?
Well, here's the thing, right? So things are going to get confusing because YouTube has the scavenger list. But for this to run smoothly, you need to use Zoom to check in that you got the items.
Oh, can't you just share your screen on here in Zoom?
No. No, that's ridiculous. Why would you?
Right, that would be way too simple.
Yeah, I'm going to mute myself on Zoom so y'all can listen to me on YouTube. Ready? And it's muted. And so 5, 4, 3. Everybody's on YouTube now. And so you see the scavenger hunt items. Simple things like phone charger, screwdriver, shampoo, coaster, toilet paper roll, board game pieces, hairbrush or a comb, embarrassing photo, water bottle, flag, watch, helmet, CD, DVD, deodorant, Clorox wipe, weirdest thing you own, book you haven't finished, and an old shirt you've never worn before. All of this to say that we have a 10-minute time limit, right? So at 8:56 is the time that we're starting this. 8:56, you have to come back with the most amount of these items in your house. So y'all can go ahead and go. If you're on the Zoom call, Maddie's already on it. Go ahead and do it. What's up? What's up, Brendan? Code, I sent it out. I sent it out. Look at the from Paul Byrd's channel. It says it right there. Where is it? Did it not send out? I thought it sent out. It's 441. Here, I'll write the code up here. Ready for this? Here we go. 441 781 461. Look at that. So there's the code down there. So if you haven't been connected to the Zoom, go ahead, connect, mute your mics, but turn on your cameras. Anna, I see y'all are going on a strategy of one person running out of the three of you to grab those things.
See y'all are going on a strategy.
Dylan, mute your mic.
One person running.
There you go. So y'all, go ahead, get on.
That's what we're doing, Paul.
Mute your mics. Go for the scavenger hunt. If you're on the YouTube channel, those are the lists you need. You have 10 minutes.
I'm driving to work right now, so I can't really participate.
Oh, well, thanks for joining on the Zoom call with us. It's good to see you. I guess good to hear from you.
I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear? Well, everybody is muted right now because they're on the Zoom call and I told them to mute their mics because then there'll just be a whole bunch of feedback. We don't want that. So y'all come back. I'm going to get the timer going on the YouTubes. How do I do that? This is how I do that. Window capture. Add source. Add a new source. And source. Done. I'm going to have that going down there. So y'all see the time. It's happening in the bottom section of the YouTube. That's how much time you have left. 9 minutes, 2 seconds to go until time is up. So as y'all are zooming, getting your stuff, live streaming, all that, y'all could go ahead and
zooming, getting your stuff,
connect.
live streaming, all that.
Connect
Y'all can go ahead, zooming, getting your stuff, live streaming, all that.
Mute your mics.
Y'all can go ahead, zooming, getting your stuff, live streaming, all that.
Mute your mics.
Y'all can go ahead, zooming, getting your stuff, live streaming, all that. Y'all can go ahead.
All right. Well, I muted the desktop audio so that I'll just hear you guys if you're on the Zoom. If you're on the Zoom, go ahead and mute your mic if you're also watching the live stream, just so there ain't bad feedback. Mad amount of feedback. Brendan, what you doing, boy? You ain't looking for no scavengers. Get up and get going now. My watch has told me to stand up. Shall I do it? Yeah. I gotta stand up for a minute, y'all. Here's a little behind the scenes of how we're streaming today. I found this little like push cart kind of, but for clothes, like a portable hanger for clothes, in my basement. I don't know whose it is, and so I carabinered on a blanket for a backdrop, and that's how we're doing that. And as you can see, check the drip, boy. Trey, I know you'd appreciate this. Look at that. Your boy's stunting out here. And that's just how we do it. I didn't achieve my goal for standing, but that's okay. That's okay. Brady, you got Bob down, Brady. Good to see Bob. Everybody, that's Bob. He's Brady's deer. If you're on the live stream, check out the deer. Faith, how you doing? Nice to see you. Trey, just chilling. Trey's just chilling. Look at him, boy. Garrett, where you at? Look at Garrett. Dapper young man he is. Dapper young man. Tyler, how you doing? Look at Tyler over here. There you go. There you go. Where is everybody? Sophie? Why you got a picture of... Oh, there. Oh, it's a virtual. Oh, it's a virtual. Oh, it's a virtual.
Yeah, that's just my background. That's to my good vibes.
Is that a helmet? Nice.
We still have time to gather things, right, Paul?
Yes, you do. Who said they were done? Caleb, do you have everything? You have a flag? You have... What's the weirdest thing you own?
This ashtray with a weird old man swimming in it. This is my embarrassing photograph.
That's... Okay. I get it. Oldest shirt you've never worn?
I'm wearing it right now. Thanks, Grandpa.
Okay, well, everybody is everybody's finished this way faster than I expected them to.
Chat, Sophie needs to stay away forever. That's a little mean, guys. Anna and Sawyer.
Really dope.
You know what, guys? I'll put a better background that you might enjoy a little bit.
How do you do the background thing?
Look, I just have higher technology skills than you, Caleb, okay?
You have to update your computer for it to work.
I'm always happy when people do that background. You will.
All right, guys. Well, y'all did that super fast. Andy, do you have eyes on who was the first one back?
Most awesome helmet.
What's up, Brandon? The ones who had 3 people helping out.
Oh, well, okay. Max knew the list. This isn't fair.
Josh looked really fly with that helmet on too.
You want me to put the helmet back on? This is insane, guys.
Yes, that looks great.
Well, here's what's gonna happen. So, first people I saw back was Caleb. I'm gonna half call Anna and Max and Sawyer. Who's the third person you saw, Andy? Thanks, Ivy, for getting your input in.
Say Ivy, but now that she said it, then I don't want to.
It was me. It's my love.
Those of you that can't hear the chat right now on the YouTube live, it's getting pretty crazy.
I don't pull off Mike, so that's cool.
I'll just put options for it on the list so people can decide.
Dylan, put your helmet on. Sorry.
Savannah, is that your helmet?
This is my brother's football helmet. Come on, Dylan, get it on. It's too small. Right? Hey, Caleb, let me get that visor. Yo, So, I discovered today, guys, that I'm just too lazy to walk out to my garage for half the stuff, so. I don't either have a phosphorized cow ankle. So that's my weird thing.
I don't have half the stuff.
I'm gonna be smacking this cookie.
I'm proud of everybody. Everybody has strawberry DNA just sitting in the bedroom.
No. But I'm sorry.
Who the heck has strawberry DNA? Perfect.
I have strawberry DNA. Who doesn't?
What the heck? I do have a helmet and a coaster. I just don't want to walk out to it.
What exactly is strawberry DNA?
Hey, Andy.
It's all a chain of DNA, just like how people DNA. Just from a strawberry instead.
Check this out, Andy.
Another exquisite piece of artwork.
That's my artwork. Brady painted that for me. It's a uniform that I never wore out.
All right, everyone go ahead and mute their mics on Zoom.
I got both a CD and DVD, just in case.
Dude, Luke, come.
Everyone go ahead and mute their mic on Zoom.
I'm going to unmute my mic on Zoom, so you might want to turn down your volume on YouTube. All right, now that everyone's mic is muted, Trey, I'm looking at you. Well, this has been great, y'all. If y'all are still listening to the YouTube, go ahead and turn that down. Keep staying on, but just go ahead and turn your volume down so you don't hear me twice. But that was crazy. So I have first and second place, or first. Andy muted me. Andy muted me. That's. First and second place kind of are in a tie with Caleb, and I'm gonna give it to Anna since she logged on to her Zoom account. So go ahead and text over to Andy what your address is. Third place, I checked both Caleb and Anna's group.
Why is Caleb even on here?
Because I invited him. Okay, yeah, we'll do show and tell, but go ahead and text Andy your address, y'all too. And third place was Ivy's the only one pointing at herself, so it's Ivy. Y'all didn't point at yourself. Ivy did first. You're welcome, Ivy. So y'all go ahead and text Andy your address. And then Caleb, go ahead and show off your gear first. Do you have a coaster? Okay. All right, we know that your G-Shock lights up. Everybody knows it lights up, Brady. Caleb. Dang it. Good one. Oh, Caleb, I see a problem. It's oldest shirt you've never worn. What are you doing right now? Oh, yikes. Okay, we'll put that on review. Yeah. Anna, y'all go ahead and show off your stuff.
Hey, wait, what was the picture? Of you, an awkward picture of you.
Yeah, Caleb's out.
In middle school, I had long hair, dude.
Okay. Phone charger, which was using it currently. Screwdriver. Shampoo. Coaster. Toilet paper. Floor James, you guys click there. Hairbrush. Embarrassing photo, you have that one.
Yep.
On a phone, it doesn't count.
That wasn't with you. All right. We're going to put that on review. What's next? Flag. Watch. A helmet. Just on review.
Fish shell out. Deodorant. Clorox wipes on brand, my lad. Weirdest thing I own. Friend photo of Barack Obama as a child. A book I haven't finished. I would agree. And an old tea bag, number 1.
All right. Well, y'all are on review for both the helmet and the water bottle.
What's the water bottle right here?
But Ivy, you were on third. So go ahead and show off your stuff.
What's stuff? I have a phone charger right here.
All right.
A screwdriver. Pictures right here. From Costco. Good stuff. We have a toaster, which is fun. Toilet paper roll. Board game piece. We got dice from Go For It. Really nice. Airbrush right here. Embarrassing photo for the Renaissance Festival, eating both ice cream and a turkey leg at the same time. That was cool. Water bottle. Type 2 young life, represent. Flag. Colorado Mesa. In my cookie video.
Nice.
We have that.
My brother's an alum.
Nice. Nice. My watch. Is right here. Really rough and dirty. Let me put it in. Not going in my head. CD DVD for paying attention to. Deodorant right here. Clorox wipe right here. Weirdest thing I own. This little trash can guy I put together, quote unquote. Book I haven't read. It's kind of a funny story. A new t-shirt. And the high school blueprint. And I'm gonna go first. There you go.
Well, there you go. That's a full set, if you ask me. Who was in fourth place? Now everybody points at themselves. Andy, did you see a fourth place person?
It's still me, guys. It's still me.
Andy, did you find did you see a fourth place? Or Eric, did you see a fourth placer? Dylan? All right. Everybody mute your mics except for Dylan. Go ahead and show us what you got.
Alright, guys. What do I got? I got my weird item. I did 1999.
Okay, can we go in order so I can keep track? Hey, easy there. Phone charger.
Phone charger right here.
You got your screwdriver?
Driver.
Shampoo?
Shampoo. Maybe herbal essence, coconut flavor. Coaster. Toilet paper. I have a Sky Guy Mario Kart.
Is that for a board game?
That's from Mario Kart Monopoly. Max is trying to FaceTime me. He's trying to get me distracted. What else? He won't stop FaceTiming me. Telling me to let fall.
Hairbrush?
Hairbrush. Scooby-Doo hairbrush.
Scooby-Doo hairbrush? Embarrassing photo.
I have this photo of me and Zach from Joan Tessa's wedding where we're intoxicated.
Water bottle?
Water bottle.
Flag?
I have this. Flag is a really cool. Some fun stuff.
All right, watch?
Apple Watch.
A helmet?
Just the rig football helmet.
All right, a CD or a DVD?
The first Jones Butler CD.
Deodorant?